Welcome in. You see that man there? Well, that's future me. But really, he's not so important. Anyways, what is important is this baby right here. This is a self-assembling elevator. And today, we're gonna see if it can take us from planet side all the way to the moon. So stick around for what's coming up. Alright, before we get started, there's a few things we should cover for those who've never played Space Engineers before. This elevator we are making today only works because of 4 important blocks: the piston, the merge block, the welder, and the projector. Let's get started on that. Alright, first up is the piston. The piston is a block that allows you to push and pull other blocks that you attach to the front of it. It's a pretty simple block. Okay, up next is the merge block. The merge block is like a piece of puzzle that can only connect with other merge blocks. It allows 2 separate builds to become one. This process can also be reversed and can allow merged items to be separated. Moving on to the third item, the welder. In this game, when you construct blocks, you need to weld them together. In this case, instead of using a hand tool, we'll be using a giant welding machine. It's also a pretty simple block. And finally, we've got the projector. The projector allows you to take ships, bases, or whatever you've built and project it into 3D spaces as a blueprint to allow you to copy it precisely. Oh, well, would you look at that? Anyways, and with the combo of the piston and the welder, you can easily automate a construction of whatever your heart desires. Alright, well, with everything basically covered, we can get started on this experiment. Hey there, seems after finishing the video, we forgot to mention the most important block. This is the timer block. There isn't much to show you because it's just the brain of the elevator. It would work behind the scenes and handle the timing of the previous 4 blocks. Alright, with everything actually wrapped up, let's get started. Alright, here we are. As you can tell, we're in a completely different location. This place is more suitable, almost directly under the moon here, so we'll be more likely to strike our location where we need to be. As you can see here, I got a little base of the elevator set up. But we're gonna come in here, get everything ready, and add the important components to it, and go from there. Alright, here we are, fully built. Let's get up here and show you guys everything. Alright, first up we've got the 2 pistons right here in the front. These 2 pistons have merge blocks attached to the front of them right here. The purpose of these 2 pistons is to reach up, grab merge blocks above the current level, and pull up the elevator to that point. Basically, that is the mechanism that will raise and lower the elevator up and down the shaft. Down here, we got 2 more merge blocks that will attach at a lower point so that the top ones can safely detach and move up. And once that attaches up there, this down here will detach and then it'll be pulled up. On the right here, we got 2 more pistons, and on those pistons, we got welders, 2 levels, and they wrap around. And basically all that it is going to do is it's going to reach up and build the shaft the elevator has to attach to that hasn't been built yet. This baby right here is the projector, and you can kind of see this really weird looking electronic stuff reaches all the way up to here. The projector places the shaft that's going to be built ahead of time so that the welders have something to build. And then finally underneath here we got 5 timer blocks. And essentially it's going to make everything work out timing wise. It's going to tell the top merge blocks to attach before the bottom ones detach, so the whole thing doesn't drop down. And also it's going to time when this should pull up and when these arms should extend and weld. And well, I mean, that's essentially it. That's the whole thing put together right here. So let's go ahead and let's get in this right here, our little safety area. and we're gonna launch this baby, and we're gonna go into a montage until we get to a good point to show you guys. All right, see you there. All right, let's take a look on how we're looking out here on our height. Now that we're back up and going, it's actually pretty cool. You can start to see the curvature of the planet. All right, we're back again. So it's a little dangerous out there. We're just gonna not move when it connects to stuff. But this is what it looks like up here. We're getting pretty close, I think. All right, let's keep going. Hey guys, I've unfortunately come to this conclusion that the elevator to the moon experiment has to be done. It's very doable, very plausible, but due to me not extensively testing the elevator before launching the project, we had to bring this to an end. As you've seen in the montages of the elevator, it failed multiple times, and I crammed about 8 hours of footage into that. And every time the elevator would fail, we'd lose about 10-15 minutes of progress. And at this point, I've recorded up to about 2 weeks, and we're only about 1/3 of the way to the moon. So I think, for my sanity, this project has to come to an end, and we'll have to move on to new things. But as you can see, we did get pretty far, and it's pretty awesome looking up here. But maybe we can come back to this in the future and make a better machine. But anyways, thanks for sticking through this with me. If you come this far into the footage, I appreciate you guys. But until next time, have a good one.